let's go. Let's start. Welcome everyone. This is Cucco Attack, our Critics Royale E3 2021 betting special spectacular. Yes, I am
brought to you by Patrick Hughes.
Yes, and you heard my co-host right there, Chad Hembrock. And we also have our wonderful cheap friend here.
Hi.
Yes, that is it.
You can say my name, it's alright.
It is the dish, our cheap friend. And former combatant of our Cucco Attack betting league, Critics Battle Royale, whatever it's called. I forget. I could look up the name right here if you'd like. But this is partly related because we're going to have some special stakes with this. Yes, so E3 is in 1 month. And what better way to enjoy it than making a few bets? And with that, I'm changing the stakes in our league right now. As you can see in the current standings, one team seems to have a substantial lead here. I'm not going to say any names, but...
For Chad and I, Patrick does not exist.
Pretty much. And for me, none of my games are coming out this year. And I have no money to fight anyone for any other games.
But I offer these two an interesting wrinkle to shake things up. For with this betting special, whoever wins will be able to trade one game that has not yet been reviewed with the loser of the betting special. So for instance, let's say objectionable content wins and edgy picks loses. Just two random instances.
Because we all know that Right Games is not going to lose. Dick.
But basically, you would be able to choose one game that you don't think is probably the lowest on your team and trade it with one game you covet of the other team to not only sabotage the other team, but give your team a big boost up. So those are the stakes of the betting special. And with that, I guess we should review real quick what the bets are before we start placing them. So, without further ado, here are our 15 bets. And you like our little content, little avatar for objectionable content. Yes.
Is that the teddy bear from, looks like from Earthbound or something?
It is from Earthbound.
Excellent.
You've got it. So, with a nice little poll that we took from assorted friends on the internet, we have generated odds here for these bets. And our first bet is the phrase world premiere. It's said more than 9 times during the Xbox conference. 76.5% of audience members say yes, while 23.5% say no. And just for a little frame of reference, in 2019, that was the last E3, the phrase world premiere was said 11 times. So use that to your own knowledge.
This was in 2019. Well, okay. On that end, I'd say they were saying world premiere mainly because new console coming out. So
I mean, that was 2 years before the Xbox
premiere
Series X was even
They didn't even announce it until E3 was over when they were like, hey, the PS5's coming out in 2 months.
Yeah, that's right.
We didn't know any launch date for consoles until after E3.
Right, we were waiting. We were like, what the hell?
I see two sides of this particular bet. They have a lot of new studios waiting to have games announced that Microsoft has been buying up. So there could be a lot of world premieres in that sense. But then we also are in an age of delays and maybe tempered expectations of how many games are going to be announced.
Oh, we could have a lot of stuff that was supposed to come out last year that hasn't yet.
True.
So
new IPs.
It doesn't have to be a new IP.
It just has to be world premiere.
I could make a game and it could say world premiere, and it could literally be a stick figure on your house screen. But that would be a world premiere because nobody's seen it but me. So-
But they have to say it out loud or with the text world premiere. So, alright, next bet. A Nintendo character is seemingly portrayed to be brutally murdered in the next Smash DLC fighter reveal. You have a pretty even split on this one. I'm not sure if we're going to have any takers on this bet because of that, but if you feel very confident one way or the other, is someone going to be brutally murdered? Like, who was it? Mega Man being stabbed by Ridley's tail, Luigi just dying.
I don't think
Sephiroth
somebody
getting
will.
stabbed or stabbing Mario.
I don't think somebody will because I think the next fighter's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Waluigi.
Oh,
Or
boy.
somebody like Goofy. It's gonna be somebody goofy.
Wait, Waluigi's not in this game?
He's an assist trophy,
Isn't it this trophy? Yeah.
and that
So
and,
he's like a side character.
and that's why everyone's like losing their shit because he's not in the game. But I could see him maybe making it now since there's what one or two people left, right?
There's two supposed fighters left. There was a recent weird data leak that might suggest a third character, but potentially. But yeah, two officially left.
Like I only see somebody getting murdered if it's like Master Chief or Doom Guy.
If it was a rated M character, I definitely would see some
Yeah.
kind of mutilation.
If it's like
carnage
Doom
going on.
Guy or something like that, then yeah. But I don't see that happening in Smash.
What if it was like a Ninja Gaiden? Real.
Oh, that would be pretty
Huh?
sweet, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe he'd get he just gets shot like in the
Oh, yeah.
the cutscene of the first
There we go. There we go. All right, we posed a
Can't
few
have a rat.
possibilities.
You can't have a rabbit without it screaming into the camera.
Well, that just
So yeah,
means
this next bet here.
that just
Rabbit
means
screams into the camera.
is Ubisoft going to be at E3?
Oh,
Essentially.
Ubisoft is confirmed, I think. to be
Yeah,
at
I
E3.
was looking at that earlier.
And so basically, this bet is: will there be a new Rabbids game of sorts?
There's some new rabbit tie.
Something, yeah.
I fucking
More than likely, if there is, a rabbit will scream into the camera.
yeah.
There was that weird incident recently where the Mario Rabbids Twitter page changed its name and then changed it back for whatever reason. So I don't know if that's indicating a new sequel to that series, but
It would make sense because that game was kind of like I didn't play it because it's not my style, but like I know a lot of people who
yeah.
enjoyed it, and I know people that don't even like really like those kind of games that got it and enjoyed it. So
Yeah. And the odds on this one, 17% only say yes, while 82% say no, there's not going to be no rabbits. So
there's
if you
gonna be a rabbit.
if you think there's a chance and that it will scream into the camera, that will have a very, very high payout for you. Consider that. Consider that one. Next. Hollow Knight Silk Song Shadow Drops. That means is announced and releases that day during a Nintendo Direct.
It's,
23% say yes. 76% say no way.
I'm leaning towards yes, just because it's been coming soon since last E3,
Oh yeah.
and the website's finally back up.
Yeah. They've been doing interviews. They had that Edge magazine back in February.
Yeah.
Still no update on it per se, but
And the game's made. Did they actually get a bigger team this time, or is it still made by two dudes?
it's still made by those three Australian people.
Three
Yeah.
guys. Okay. So like, if it's made by like the three of them and that's it, I don't. And plus it's Australia. I don't see that like COVID's affecting that development time because it's like, what did it really
Yeah.
shut down? But
Yeah.
So I mean, it sounds like I would assume that they're close. That the game's close.
I'm hopeful. I might bet on this, if only for some good vibes, because I want it to be true.
Yeah.
And it would be a good payout. So we'll see. We'll see. And Hollow Knight did shadow drop on the Switch during E3 2018. So.
And this time, is it going to? It's Switch exclusive or Switch and PC exclusive at first?
It's releasing first on PC and Switch.
Okay. I knew it was coming out on Switch before the other consoles. I didn't know if PC
other
was.
consoles, correct.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if PC was involved in that.
So, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Kojima appears during an Xbox conference to announce an exclusive game. Those are the recent rumblings, which is very interesting considering his last game was like PlayStation more focused, and the fact that he's even like bought use of the engine that like Horizon uses. So
didn't they say he's going to? I thought I read something that he's working with like an Xbox.
That's a lot of
or something like that.
the rumors.
Was that just a rumor?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that's been officially confirmed.
Gotcha. I thought I read something that it was.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's been confirmed or not.
What actor will he have with him, and which director?
Oh, if I was that specific, the odds would be much lower for this bet. But yes, 35% say yes, while 64.7% say no. No way. He's a PlayStation man. So, if you have any strong feelings about this,
Goes to Xbox, releases PT.
oh man, or Silent Hills. Buys it for Kojima.
I thought I saw something about Silent Hill too recently. Like
I feel like that's a rumor.
Trademark
every year.
remade or something like that. Like a trademark was renewed or something. I don't know.
It's a hope.
Probably.
Donkey Kong swings on a vine. Is it happening? We're pretty split.
There's a lot of new rumors though about Donkey Kong.
Oh, the Donkey Kong rumors are strong.
Yeah, they're coming out of like
It's very
everywhere.
likely that Donkey Kong will be shown in some form.
And even if there's like a Smash trailer, you're gonna see like Donkey Kong just swing by or something stupid.
Smash Bros. Has vines? I don't know.
With the Smash, no, but he'll still like if it's like a cinematic trailer, you might see him just
that's
swinging
true.
by.
The fake out of thinking it's
Yeah.
a Donkey Kong game, and then it's a Smash trailer.
Yeah, could see that. Just like they did with when King K. Rool and
Banjo.
and Banjo. That was the best. The fake out for Banjo was so good. With I know King K. Rool with Duck Hunt Dog, and then the Shadow was Banjo. So funny. That was amazing.
So yeah, as long as Donkey Kong is shown swinging on a vine, doesn't matter what game it is, you would win this bet. 41% say yes, 58% say no. I think this poll was taken before all the Donkey Kong rumors started heating up, so it could be in your favor. Beyond Good and Evil 2 announces a release year before 2030. So if they announce any release year, pretty much,
Did they
show it
ever-
at any capacity and give it a year, you're golden.
Did they ever announce a release year?
Not yet. It's been shown twice. I think in 2017 and in 2018, and then silence.
Hey, that's Ubisoft too, right?
And that's an
Yeah.
Ubisoft property. Yeah.
Yeah, because I have the first one on my PC. I just never. I think I played it for a while, but then I couldn't figure out how to save on the PC version, and I was like, "What the hell do I do?"
So if you think we're due, just get an update on this game, and if you think they feel confident enough to give a release year, you might want to bet yes. 29%. That'd be a big payout. folks.
Beyond Good and Evil Rabbids Edition.
Oh, now that would be a. I'd be willing to give you some bonus points for that if that was.
And all it
You're
is
so
is
fair.
them running around at the beginning of the game.
What I find interesting is, yes, there's a site for it, like the Ubisoft site for it.
Mm-hmm.
It has a forum, and the forum has some posts from 2021.
Oh, really?
So people are talking about it, in a sense.
So it's still alive.
Community is still
Clamoring.
but it's not, like, massive.
It's like one person going, "Where's Beyond Good and Evil 2? Where's Beyond Good
In
and
a
Evil?"
sense.
Well,
Where's my spy
If you-
cam? Where's my
I
spy
think
cam?
so. I think there's a chance. Good payout here. If you're not a believer, it's a safe bet. Otherwise. Next, Nintendo spends more than half of their direct on Zelda.
I want to say
Surprisingly,
yes.
surprisingly, 35% say yes.
If they
I'm
show
gonna
Zelda,
believe them, no.
if
No,
they
more than
show-
half.
I know that's what I'm saying. If
mean-
they show Zelda, probably.
That would be great for Chad's fantasy league.
Only if I win and I can steal Breath of the Wild from Patrick.
I mean, if they decide to do like,
It is Patrick that has it. Oh no.
decide to do like Zelda 35th anniversary stuff during their direct, that could easily end up being half the direct then.
Yeah, it's true. Because that Mario 35 Direct was like a 30-minute Direct.
Yeah. I feel like the only other 2 times that they spent like a majority of their time on one game was Breath of the Wild and then Smash Brothers.
Dude, the Breath of the Wild. That was that day you came over to my house and we watched that. It was like we literally sat in the game room for like 6 hours and watched Breath of the Wild like playthrough. And it got to the point where it was like, let's go outside for a hike because I can't, like, my eyes are burning from staring at this, and I don't want to know any more about the game. I know it all. And then I got the game and I didn't know anything.
Yeah, it's crazy that they showed so much and it was like 1% of the game.
It was such a fraction, and I thought they were showing way too much. I was getting disappointed.
Granted, that's probably more would count as a Treehouse, I think, rather than the direct, but
True.
still. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So, consider that. Consider that. The next Elder Scrolls game is shown, and it contains survival gameplay mechanics, which I would constitute anything along the lines of, like, sleep, or hunger meters, or any extensive amount of crafting, like, I don't know.
I don't think so. Because Elder Scrolls is like a
bad game.
kind of formula.
That's right, I said it.
It's traditionally just your, like, open world RPG game.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna go on record again. I played Oblivion. That was the only one I ever tried playing. It was so boring. And the fact that there's like actual, like, I don't know, man. I was going around like picking up everything because that's what I'm so used to doing in like Zelda and stuff. And then my inventory filled up, and I'm like, really? Come on. Like, I don't want to go through all this crap. Just don't let me pick up stuff I don't need. It's so stupid. I was like, ooh, a plate, ooh, a bone, ooh, a spoon. I was like, I'll pick up all these little items. And then it was like, inventory full. I was like, come on. And then I walked outside and got killed by a drifter and was like, what the fuck? And it started me over from the beginning. So I was, after I immediately turned it off at that point and was like, yeah, I'm not playing any more of this game. Not for me.
Yeah, the only reason I added the survival game mechanic was
This game would be more like Far Cry, not Far Cry.
Fallout. You think that would be more a Fallout thing?
Yeah, because because Fallout is already that. There's survival aspects,
It has a little bit. Yeah,
crafting and stuff.
I could see that.
Even like the Fallout. I want to call it an MMO. Is it an MMO?
Fallout
Oh, Fallout?
76 is.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. I don't think they're gonna be repeating that anytime soon.
No. Suresh, I think your mic's a little low, by the way.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn it up a little bit.
Alright, I'll turn it up.
There you go, that's much better.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you were just far away.
I think my microphone just moved a bit, that's all.
Gotcha. Yeah, way better now.
But yeah, I heard a random rumor about survival gameplay mechanics in Elder Scrolls. I don't particularly believe it, but I thought I'd make a fun bet.
No,
And
because you know why? Because Elder Scrolls is like
remember, this is owned by Microsoft now.
it's like Dungeons and Dragons-y kind of fantasy, high fantasy, not high fantasy, just like fantasy kind of gameplay. You don't want to put survival gameplay into your shenanigans.
You don't want to, but this is the same company, Microsoft, that bought Rare and then Rare ended up making Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts driving game. So
Oh, because Microsoft owns Bethesda.
Yeah.
Now, that's right.
So they could very much change this to however they see fit. I don't believe it, but
I don't know about the next Elder Scrolls because when did Skyrim come out?
Skyrim came out in 2012 or something like that. It's been on
and then
every
didn't they,
console since
remaster it or
PS3. Yeah, then they just remastered it.
Yeah. I think they only
2011.
teased the existence of a new Elder Scrolls game back in was it 2018? I believe.
Dude, Skyrim came out.
2018 or 2019?
Skyrim came out November 2011, so 10 years ago. This is the 10-year anniversary, which means they're gonna remaster it for the 10-year anniversary. That should have been the question.
That should have been the question.
Will they remaster
Skyrim? Yeah.
Darn it.
Re-release the re-release of Skyrim. Now in 4K. 4K 120.
Oh, that was a missed opportunity. You guys
Yeah,
should help me
which
write
is
these bets.
interesting because Oblivion was released in 2006.
Yeah. So 5
Skyrim
years.
was released in 2011.
I feel like the only support they've been giving this series is through their online game.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
So,
Since
yeah.
Skyrim, they did Skyrim Online or whatever, or Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah.
So that's
Which
the
is
only way
actually
this
quite
series
good.
has thrived.
I've heard mixed
Yeah.
things about it. I know when it first came out, I asked, like, one of my buddies was like, "You gonna play it?" I was like, "No." And then the first thing he was like, "Game sucks." And then, like, I think he's actually playing it more now. And I was like, "I thought you said it sucked." He's like, "You got better." So-
Yeah. So, yeah. I think we covered this. The odds are very, very varied on this one. So, if you have a strong opinion one way or the other, this could be a good category to bet on. With 17.6% saying yes, and an overwhelming 82% saying no. So if you just want your money back and you don't think it's happening, you could bet on this. Pokemon Sleep Awakens.
What does that
I
even
was
mean?
I was showing Sadish earlier what the heck Pokemon Sleep even was. Do you remember this trailer, Chad?
I remember Pokemon Sleep, but I don't remember, like... I remember hearing about it, but I don't remember everything about it. I just remember the weird commercial of, like... Because that was, like, the same thing with, like, Pokemon Home, Pokemon Sleep, and then the teeth brushing thing that came out, too. It's, like, all in the same thing. It's, like, Pokemon Life.
I think the Pokemon toothbrush thing was a year later.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah. Which was when we were kind of like expecting, like, what happened to Pokemon Sleep? Now you just like cast it aside and you're doing teeth brushing. Okay. But yeah, basically that one commercial you saw, Pokemon Sleep. That's all we have known about it. Still.
It's gonna be like an alarm clock. Pika!
So,
Jeez.
if you think there's any chance this will surface again, you'll get a good payout here. 23% say yes, 76% say no. If you think it will continue sleeping, go ahead and bet no. Zelda is revealed to be playable in the Breath of the Wild sequel. I'm surprised that there's a strong support for this, with 58% saying yes.
I think the trailer would kind of make it seem that way, especially they had, like the Hyrule Warriors games have that. And then the trailer it looks like, Zelda and Link are
It definitely seems more
exploring together, more like,
yeah.
instead of her just kind of like, running things, it's more of like they're together on the adventure. So it definitely seems like more.
And I hear a lot of people saying, since she has the shorter hair now, I think they're saying that was make it easier to animate as a playable character. That's like the leading theory. So
yeah.
I'm inclined to think yes as well. But
yeah.
So would this be a direct sequel to Breath of the Wild? Because I don't think any Zelda game's done that.
That is
right?
confirmed. It is a direct sequel from what they teased in 2019.
Did a sequel or prequel?
Sequel.
Okay.
I believe the exact wording they said, the sequel to Breath of the Wild.
They did say,
is now in development.
Yeah, the sequel
So-
to Breath of the Wild.
But so would it be the same Link and Zelda, or would it be like
the trailer showed it was the same Link and Zelda.
Because that's the thing, right? With Zelda and Link, they're like reincarnated, and they have to do their whole
Oh
shebang.
yeah. Even if it ended up being a different Link and Zelda, I would give you, if Zelda's playable, I'll give you credit. But moving on, we're almost done here. Nintendo showcases at least 2 of the following 3. Either a new 2D Metroid, Metroid Prime Trilogy, or Metroid Prime 4.
I'm
If
gonna say no.
I'm probably going to say no too, because I used to have high hopes for Prime Trilogy until that dev came out and said that shit's not happening.
I
feel
saw
like
that recently.
I feel like Nintendo has just dropped the entire Metroid.
That dev hasn't
Nah.
worked apparently at that studio for a long time. So what does he know?
I guess, but I don't know. And Prime
The only-
4 is like, I don't think we're going to, I don't know, it's hard to say.
You don't think they'll show even just like a snippet of it?
I don't know,
The
because
last
the
Metroid game was for the GameCube, right?
Wii, Metroid Prime 3, and Metroid Other M.
Yeah, another M.
Yeah, for the Wii.
But they totally skipped the Wii U. Nothing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did it do
they-
well on the Wii?
I don't know, I mean, I bought it.
Well, you don't count.
I think they sold.
And they did the
modestly
trilogy
well.
too. They did the Metroid Prime trilogy on the Wii too. So
Yeah.
I would feel it did well enough for them to release all 3 in one package with
I mean-
motion controls.
It was definitely critically acclaimed. I don't know if it's like the same commercial success as like your Mario's and Zelda's, but it's probably much less sales than that numbers. But,
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely not the same audience.
yeah.
But I could see if we're gonna get anything, maybe we get some info on Prime 4 because it's been so long. And it's been a couple years since they said they were scrapping it.
I feel like there's a chance we could get at least a look at it.
Yeah, and hopefully not just like another.
And then there's that
game.
rumor that there's a new 2D Metroid finished and ready to release. That
And what-
just kind of surfaced recently.
Maybe, I wonder if they're gonna do like a Zero Mission Fusion collection or something like that instead, or do a, or if they do like Nintendo Switch Online, Game Boy Advance, and throw them on there. That'd be cool.
As awesome as that would be, I would not count it for this bet unless it's a new 2D
A
Metroid.
new 2D Metroid, sure.
So.
But it's a collection new. If it's a collection and it has new content.
We would have to debate that. We would take it to the Council of Phoenix, right? I don't know. Take it to court. But if that happens, I would gladly debate it. Anyways, I don't know if anyone's really gonna feel confident enough to bet on this one, considering how even the odds are.
Yeah,
So,
that's a
moving on. Keanu Reeves apologized on behalf of Cyberpunk 2077.
Christ.
It's not happening, but it's still a great question.
He
It's a
doesn't
long
care.
shot. Hey,
You got paid. That's all that matters.
if you feel like no heckin' chance this is happening and you want your money back, 94% say no. This is the safest bet you could make on this entire betting list,
Did you
aside
ever
from one
finish it?
other.
Patrick finished it and it crashed
did.
during the credits.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, so
Yep.
funny. I told
And then I
people about
immediately
that.
sold it.
I told people about that, and then somebody beat it like a week later, and they're like, "I just played Cyberpunk and it crashed during the credits." So funny.
Oh my god, what a game. Yeah, there's no way this is happening, but I had to put it.
God, there was so much hype.
Yeah,
Everybody was looking forward to it so much.
I called it.
Yeah.
I called it. I was like,
Yeah.
they brought Keanu Reeves out to pump the game up. I was like, this game's gonna suck. That's exactly what I said.
Moving on. Nintendo ends their direct with a new IP developed by Monolith Soft. If you don't know who that is, that's the makers of like Xenoblade Chronicle games, which are getting very popular lately. They also comment on the world and Breath of the Wild, as well as I think I even heard they helped with Animal Crossing. Surprisingly, I'm not sure what they did there, but
Hopefully they're working with the Pokemon company on Legends.
oh, hopefully, yeah, that game looks like it needs help. Yeah, they would be a good studio to ask for help.
Yeah.
And there was also a recent news story about them hiring more staff. Like they want to increase their studio size.
Yes.
So they are definitely a growing entity at Nintendo.
People were linking that rumor to Zelda news too, saying that that's why
Yeah.
they're getting more people, because they need more people to work on Zelda.
Possibly, or
But then
they
if that's
just want more
happening, then
people for
Zelda's,
more projects. I
I was
don't
gonna
know.
say, if that's
Yeah.
what's happening though, then Zelda's nowhere near coming out this year.
Nah, I don't. I think it's in good hands already. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, 29% say yes, 70% say no. So not bad odds if you feel confident one way or the other. And I think this next one is our last bet. Reggie Fils-Aime announces Mother 3 is being released during the Nintendo Direct.
Not
Which-
happening.
A game that has never really been localized or released, that Nintendo seems to have forgotten, announced by a former president who no longer works at Nintendo. Do you think this will happen?
He is always present at those game shows, and I could see them maybe having him announce it just because of the.
I do.
I could see it being like it'd be a fan service if it did get released and he was
If
the one to announce
anyone's
it.
going to announce it, it should be this man right here.
Yeah, exactly. But
And he
I
has
don't.
been like weirdly like tweeting about it recently.
He has
Even,
been.
And then there was that whole weird thing with who's that muscular guy, Terry Crews or
Oh yeah, Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Did you see that, Sadush?
No.
Terry Crews posted online, Nintendo translate Mother 3, release the English version.
and like all capital letters. He's just
and,
like
like-
shouting.
Yeah. And then like everyone's like, what the fuck? Terry Crews is like asking for Mother 3? What the hell's going on? And it was real. It was like actually his account that did it.
So, yeah, it's kind of weird. I feel like if there's a shot for Mother 3, this E3 is like its last hope this year. Otherwise, it's never happening. So,
It is
this
really
could
weird.
be the biggest payout you could possibly wish for if you even bet on this. 5% say yes. Let me just demonstrate how much of a payout this would be with our very handy sports betting odds calculator. Which is what we'll use here shortly to help calculate. If you bet 100 E-bucks, which is the currency I'm giving everyone for our bets here. you would get 1,694 E-Bucks back. Look at that payout. You basically would win. If you're so bold to make this bet. Of course, there's a very high likelihood that you'll just lose it all and gain nothing, but look at that payout chance.
So what's the deal here?
What's the deal?
What's the deal with the betting?
I think it is now time for us to get ready with our bets. Allow me to explain here with this handy
spreadsheet.
Google Sheets, which I will share the link on the YouTube, so you viewers can play along too if you want. You can take this sheet and play along. Just insert your own team names and have fun. Play along with us. But how the betting works. So, each player is going to receive 500 E-Bucks for this betting special.
All in.
Bets must be in increments of 50, so you can't bid just like a 1 here or something. You have to bid at least 50, or 100, or 150 to get it. And you have to bid on at least 5 categories.
Okay.
So, you do have to spread it out a little bit. That means the biggest bet you could put on one category is 300, and then you could put 50 on the rest. And you have to bid all of your E-Bucks. You can't just be keeping some in your pocket being like, yeah,
you're all going to lose, I'm keeping this.
Yeah,
I'm not betting on anything.
I'm forcing you to bid everything. And the lower the odds, the bigger the payout will be if correct, as I just demonstrated with the 5.9%. Of course, you can bid on the higher percent. Let me flip the script here, 94.10%. If you wanted a safe bet, the safest bet you could make, that is a pretty safe bet. Granted, you're only getting like a bonus profit of $6, but at least you get your money back, right?
What if I put 300 on it though?
Let's see.
What's my max payment there?
But the highest.
Yeah, $18.
There you go.
I'll take
but
it.
That's a guaranteed
meal in that.
Yeah,
that's
word.
a guaranteed $318 that you can keep, which could be a smart strategy if you want to play the safe strategy. So with that, here are all bids. I'm gonna ask you, give me your bids here. So, our first one. Anyone feeling like they want to bid on the phrase world premiere said more than 9 times during the Xbox conference? Yes or no?
I'm putting 100 on that.
Yeah.
You got 100 for edgy picks and objectionable content?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Are you bidding on no or yes?
Oh, I'm betting on yes.
Oh, he's taking the safe route. What about Dish?
I'll bet no.
Alright. And I think I'm also bidding. I do like those odds. I think I'm just doing 100 though. Oh no. I want the money. Alright. Anyone bidding on a brutal murder of a Nintendo character?
I will bet on that too. Throw another 100 on it.
Another 100?
I'm gonna go with no.
Okay, alright. Chad's playing all the safe bets here, I see. I'm not betting on this one. Not a big enough payout for me. Alright, so this is good as well. Our next one is a rapid screams into the camera.
I'll put 50 on that.
You got 50 on yes or no?
Yeah.
He's bidding yes. And you know what? I really like those odds. I think this might be my biggest bet I'm making here. I'm gonna put 150 bones.
Wow.
On yes. Alright. All Night Still Talk. Shadow dropping.
I'll do 50 on yes.
50 on yes.
Yeah.
I think I'm also gonna do 100 on yes, simply for good vibes. simply for the good vibes. I want it to be true.
Going with a small bet, but yeah, the odds are.
I don't
the
care.
odds are good.
He's good, he's good. Alright, Kojima. Appearing during Xbox to announce an exclusive game. Anybody? Got
An
3564.
exclusive, as an exclusive to the Xbox.
I would say exclusive constitutes, Xbox or PC. As long as it's not PlayStation or Nintendo.
No.
Yeah, he's not confident enough to bet. No one's hearing it.
Yeah.
Come back. Donkey Kong swings on a vine. Anybody?
Throw me 50 on the rabbit screaming into the screen.
Ooh,
With a
50 on yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I like to
I
hear.
think that's good. I think it's gonna happen.
All right,
So I got.
and I feel pretty confident on Donkey Kong as well. It's not the best odds. I'm only gonna bet 50 on it. On yes,
I'll bet 50 on that also.
50 as well.
Yes.
All right.
Moving finger writes and having writ moves
Give me 50 on Beyond Good and Evil 2.
All right, moving on to Beyond Good and Evil.
Give me
For the 50?
Yes, it's
50
coming.
on yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
50
man.
on yes.
Oh man. Wow.
I'm going low, but I'm going.
Yeah, I do not feel confident enough to bid on that one. What about Nintendo spending more than half their direct on Zelda?
I can't bet on that.
No.
Now, what do you mean by Zelda? Like, specifically a Zelda game, or what if Zelda's just on the screen?
Outcount it? You're gonna make me do my homework and actually like tally the time in that case, but I will do it. Anytime that Zelda,
Anything
It's
Zelda
like-
related is on the screen.
yeah, or
Yeah.
the person is talking about Zelda, even if it's not Zelda on the screen.
Yeah.
Right.
I will count.
I'll say. I'll put $100 on that.
Ooh,
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
all right. I like that bet.
Yeah.
I like it. It's spicy.
It's not a bad take with the 35th anniversary. It's really not.
It is.
But I
It
just
really
don't
is
want to bet
probably
on
a
it.
safe bet. Yeah. I like some of these other ones better.
Because it's not
Elder
Mario.
Scrolls?
That's why. That's why I'm not betting on it. Because Mario had a long one, but Mario is always Nintendo's baby. Link is always the middle child.
It is curious that they haven't done anything yet for Zelda's 35th.
Yeah. All they announced was Skyward Sword,
Skyward
and
Sword.
that was like
Yeah.
not even
And that
like
comes out in July, so there's
Yeah.
a chance they'll mention it again.
yeah.
Elder Scrolls. Anybody on the Elder Scrolls?
You know,
I don't-
and
I
I'm not
mean-
gonna put money on
I
that.
don't care enough
It's a safe
about
bet.
it.
It's a safe bet. 82%. Alright, we'll come back. We'll move on. Pokemon Sleep. Pokemon Sleep, anybody? Will it awaken? Or will it stay dormant? See, we're getting no takers again. Zelda playable? Playable Zelda? Huh?
I'm gonna do 50 on yes on that safe one.
50 on yes. 50
Yeah.
on yes. I like it. I like it.
I'm gonna put.
I got $100 left.
I'm gonna put $100. No. I'm gonna put $100 on no.
100 on Zelda, no?
Yeah.
Alright.
That would mean that they don't show Zelda being playable, correct?
No, that would mean that she's. So if they announce it that you can play as Zelda in the game, I would win. If they don't announce that, then you would lose, even if it ends up being that way in the future.
What?
It would have to be. It would have to
They
be
need to
announced
just-
at E3 that Zelda is playable in the game as a playable character in the game.
What if Breath of the Wild sequel isn't even mentioned?
Then you would win, Stitch.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll keep.
Although that kind of counter to your spends half the direct on Zelda bet.
Ah, that's true.
He's like banking. He's like, I'm gonna bank on that thing. Don't exist.
Huh.
If you want to change that, we can change it around.
Huh.
All bets are fine. Huh? No.
We haven't locked it in yet.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that. You think about
You
that.
know what? I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it like that for now.
You covered both sides of the table, I see.
Yeah,
I see. Yeah. I bet in on red and black. I can't lose.
I want to play roulette with this guy.
Hey man,
So-
that's why I don't go to casinos. I don't gamble. I don't know what I'm doing.
Will there be 2 out of 3 Metroids? Anybody?
Yeah.
We're all feeling shaky on the Metroids.
50 on no.
Oh, you're
Actually,
putting 50 in now?
actually put my last 100 on no. Wait, no, 50.
No.
50.
Alright. What about Keanu Reeves apologizing? This could be the safest bet you could make,
Well, I only have 50
but it'll be a
bucks
very low return.
Yeah.
Nobody wants a low return.
Yeah, I'm just gonna skip that last one. I want 50 on Reggie releasing.
Oh, you're
Mother
gonna jump
3.
straight to Mother 3?
I'm going yes. Not gonna
I'm doing
happen.
100. I'm doing 100 on yes. Oh, because I can't let you get that big payout all by yourself.
I want you to go to the Nintendo character brutally murdered. Put
Oh, yeah, yeah.
100 for me.
100.
No.
Um,
No, wait.
That's 500.
Yes, on yes.
and
Wait.
on
Which will
yes?
get me the higher payout?
Yes.
Yes. Put it on yes.
All right. Sadish wants blood. Excellent. And with that, unless there's any other changes people want to make, we have each bid our 500 E-bucks.
I think I'm good.
Think we're good?
Yeah. We got some
All
risk.
right.
We got some risk in there.
In that case, I'm just going to go over it one more time so I can add some fancy animations in post-editing. I'm going to move this over on this screen, go back to the top, and we'll just cover our bets. The phrase world premiere was said more than 9 times during the Xbox conference. We have Edgy Picks dropping 100 on yes. We got Right Games placing 100 on no and objectionable content. Boom! Another 100 on no. Everyone wants a piece of this game. Brutal murders in Smash Brothers. Well, Edgy Picks put 100 on this as well, saying no. This will be a lighthearted affair. While objectionable content places 100 for blood. Right Games choose to abstain. A rabbit screams into the camera. Everyone wants a piece of this action. We have 50 from Edgy Picks, 150, the biggest bet of the entire betting special. Right here, rabbit screaming. And objectionable content puts 50 as well. Everyone saying yes, a rabbit will scream. Hollow Knight, Silksong Shadow dropping. This might just be for crossing our fingers that it will happen, but Edgy Picks put 50 and Right Games put 100, both for yes. Kojima appearing during the Xbox conference, no one wanted a piece of this action. Skip. We swing on to Donkey Kong on a Vine. Right Games and objectionable content, both putting 50. Beyond Good and Evil 2, announcing a release here before 2030. Only Edgy Picks picking up this action for 50.
The only person who hasn't even played the game.
You seriously play some Beyond Good and Evil.
I played it for like 2 or 3 hours.
It's no good.
It's okay.
Nintendo spends more than half the direct on Zelda. We have 100 from objectionable content, which may seem contrary to his next bet in a little bit. But he says 100, yes, they're going to talk all Zelda. So much Zelda.
Can't
We
wait.
skipped Elder Scrolls and Pokemon Sleep Awakens. We feel like these two series will stay asleep, or will not show survival gameplay mechanics more likely. But Zelda revealed to be playable in the Breath of the Wild sequel. We have 50 for yes, coming from Edgy Picks, and 100 for no, coming from objectionable content. Thinking there's going to be a lot of Zelda, but there's going to be a lot of salt, because Zelda won't be playable.
And they're just not going to talk about Zelda.
or that. Nintendo showcases at least 2 out of 3 possible Metroid projects. We got 50 for no from Edgy Picks.
Not very edgy, this betting.
No, your spread seems
Like,
pretty
it's
safe.
pretty safe until
You
you
might
get
have
to
to
last.
change for your
There's a
game.
couple that are bad.
Well, no one's taking the bet on Keanu Reeves or Nintendo ending with a new IP from Monolith Soft. But
Yeah, it's a Zelda year. They're ending.
the biggest bets to be had left. Reggie announcing Mother 3 during the Nintendo Direct with only 5.9% saying yes. Edgy Picks and Right Games both want a piece of this pot. 50 from Edgy Picks and 100 from Right Games. So there you have it. These are our bets. And if you want to play along, look for this template, type in your own bets, and we'll provide an updated spreadsheet once the results have been determined so that you can calculate your winnings. But with that, that's going to end our betting special here. Who is going to snag a game from the salty tears of someone's defeat? You'll have to stay tuned for after E3 and find out. But until next time, everybody, E3 is 1 month away. Let's start the hype train.
Choo choo.
Jesus.
We'll catch you guys next time.
Peace.
Moving finger writes, and having writ